Alright. Alright. Picking up where we left off last video, because we'll continue talking about this. Now, I left off basically where I'm about to talk about basically the main issues of JSA. Um, there's a fanfic I read with Roulette in it, where it's set in the continuity of the Justice League Unlimited TV show. Where she, get this, uses the jailer communicators, which in the show used for brainwashing, and in the fanfic, she uses it to have Black Canary and Hunter sleep with her. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Like, if you want to know more about it, kids, do not read this thing because it's for adults only. The guy who wrote it clearly wanted to see three women basically have sex with each other. Yeah, moving on. Alright. You might be thinking, why'd you bring that up for? Because basically it exists. Alright, so we open up page 26, funny enough, where Stargirl is officiating a arm wrestling contest between Black Adam and Atom Smasher. I'm like, okay, interesting. Who wins? Don't know. And then we see a guy named Alex. I believe this guy is supposed, and of course, basically, apparently he knew the second Wildcat. Oh yeah. So the armor contest is won by Black Adam. Yep. Destroy the table. Yep. It's so funny. And then we have just Hawkman take his mace out of the display case. And we see like in display case we see the Golden Age Hawkgirl costume. We also see on display Mr. Terrific's costume, which I'm not, and we also see Al Pritt and the original Iron Man. Of course, they later changed when it comes to Iron Man, but yeah, Al Pritt, the original Atom, and Terry Sloan. Yep. So Hawkman goes off. Then Dr. Fate comes in to do his thing, and well, yeah, and then of course Hawkman shows up to talk to Chandra. Oh yeah, they also show a picture of her, of Courtney's new baby sister. And I bet basically she's like, "Aww," she's like so cute. Yep. Yep. And of course, basically Hawkman just drops off a present for Hawkgirl, which turns out to be a rose. And then Captain Marvel shows up because he wants to join the JSA. Yep. Oh, and then we had this really interesting scene of Hawkgirl on her bed, and Sand is there, and they proceed to make out, and Hawkman watches this. Now, the thing is, Sand notices basically, now the reason why that she did this, because she's frustrated. Because the whole thing with Kendra is that she knows that Hawkman wants to have sex with her. Yes. It's that he has a deep desire to do this. Because the whole reincarnation thing, and I'm not getting into when this happens, but it does happen at some point. So, after the fighting, and then Black Adam gets thrown out of the mansion, but he's still part of the JSA. And of course, him and Cap Harrow fight, obviously. Yep. Oh yeah, and then they take a vote on who would be the new leader of the JSA. So at the end of the issue, basically toward the end of the issue, it's revealed that Mr. Terrific is new chairman of the JSA, which he remained the chairman for the rest of the series. Yeah, Sam was basically the leader when the group started. Now it's Mr. Terrific, which I gotta admit, basically reading this book, like, yeah, that makes total sense. He's younger than Sam. Sam may be young, yes, but he's been active since the 40s. So, having somebody from the 90s become leader of the JSA, that makes total sense. And plus, he's a creation of John Ostrander. Like, he, like Courtney, both debuted in the 1990s. So, and then we have Miss Trevor, and we see her, the spear, And it's basically belonging to Roulette, who sucks at the JSA, minus Wildcat, Stargirl, and the new curator. And it leads to a story arc where the JSA is being held captive by, the Force Arena. And we see in the audience, let's see. In the audience, I see here. Let's see. I see what looks like to be Deadshot. Looks like Cat the Boomerang. The Polka Dot Man. Rainbow Raider. I'm not sure who that is. Good amount of suit villains here. I mean, Deadshot's an obvious one, but Cat the Boomerang and Rainbow Raider and Polka Dot Man. Also, apparently, Black Spider, Deathstroke, and one of the Royal Flush Gang. So yeah, it's arena fighting. Yep. That's literally what this is. And you have Mr. Terrific just playing a game of chess with roulette. Yes, and he's thinking, okay, I get kidnapped after I just been named the chairman of the JSA. He's like, I am so ticked off. And then apparently he played chess with Dr. Midnight, man who's blind. Oh yeah, and watching this is Ocean Master and the Riddler. And we see fallen players of the house. We see Firebrand. Don't know who this one is. It's covered by a quotation, a quote. Impala, Ram, Maximan, Prometheus, Scarecrow, Gorgon, Touch and Go, Flyboy. Don't know who these people are. My guess is the artist has threw these people in just because the Firebrand could have been anybody. Yeah, and then we have Sam fighting up a lion. Oh yeah, Hawk Girl's held captive too. Yeah, and then of course you have Hawkman running up against freaking Manbat. Yes, that is Manbat. Like, what? Yeah, and then we have this. So we have Sentinel, Jay Garrick, and Ted Cord. I think basically Wildcat just telling Stargirl and Jericho Thunder to get along as the two youngest members of the JSA. And then we have, this is sort of a indirect tie-in to Joker's Last Laugh because people are getting Jokerized despite the fact that the JSA members are missing. Yep, and then we have Stargirl beat up Solomon Grundy. And of course, and then we have this funny moment here where, oh yeah, Stargirl says Jericho, it's like, and of course she's like, comfortable? She's like, shut up. Yeah, I'm sure he enjoyed the fact that Courtney got on top of him. Yeah. Yeah, and then Jericho uses his pen to summon the Thunderbolt to beat the crap out of Solomon Grundy. Sup. Jericho, my main man. Sup. Yeah, and yo, Thunderbolt. Yeah. Burn Solomon Grundy inside out. You got it. Hungry big guy? Ah! Solomon Grundy gets burned inside out. Yeah, then of course you have Jericho just hold kind of pin Courtney to the wall. And she's like, you alright, Star? Yeah. The guy was. And like, are they kiss? Nope. Say you. Yeah, and apparently there's this old man leaving it looked like a nursing home in Keystone City, and it turns out to be Johnny Thunder, the original host to the Thunderbolt, who Jericho Thunder admit in the JSA book that he was his favorite superhero. Yeah, he's his favorite. Like, okay, interesting. We continue the whole roulette story, the whole let the games begin. This is an absolute really fun story arc. Oh yeah, and then we have and it looks like they leave. Yeah, and then of course we have Hawkman, Hawkgirl, and Sand. Oh yeah, apparently it looks like that we see a picture of the original Mr. Terrific Terry Sloan, who died back in the 70s. Killed by Oemi the Spirit King. Yep. So it looks like we have a issue where we have this dead villain and Batman shows up, and it's you're like, oh yeah, he's like introduce people here like Sand, Dr. Midnight, Mischific. Yeah, he does note this too. Michael also said coming to Wayne Enterprises last year, worth every nickel. Yeah, he bought Terrific Tech in the pre-Flashpoint continuity. In post-Flashpoint, he actually got the company back, which is just kind of weird. Apparently, when he was away on Earth 2, somehow Simon Sagg got back the company, and it was unknown if it was legal of the way he got the company, because Mischific was not happy with Simon Sagg for that. So eventually, thanks to agreeing with him when it comes to Terrifics, he got the company back, and now he's a supporting character over in the Flash book. He has been since Jerry Adams wrote the book. Yeah, and it's an interesting story. Have the JSA guest star, have Batman guest star in JSA, which is nice. And then we have a meeting, basically, that should happen. Sand, Hawkman, and Hawkgirl. Well, they just talk as like a lady card. I have feelings for Kendra. What you saw? What I saw was what I thought was trying to betray me. Sorry to the conclusion of Hawkgirl. And she's like, will you two stop talking to me like I'm here? I can't stand that frustration. Carter, he knows that. Now open your ears. I don't want to get romantic with either of you. If you lose your cold shoulder toward one another, so lose the cold shoulder toward one another, and we're supposed to be teammates, we trust each other. Stop acting like boys, act like men. So, hungry? Sure. Yes. Grab a quick bite to eat to talk it over between Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Yeah, this is when I found out, and this is the famous line. Not Power Girl. And she's like, miss me, kitty cat? Yes. Yeah, because in pre-Flashpoint, like I mentioned before in the previous video, it's been implied for years the Wildcat had a thing for Power Girl for years. But they never went into it. And then we have the backup story, History 101, which I think is from one of the Secret Files Orders books. And then that's it. This book is awesome. I give this book a 10 out of 10. Yep. There's that. Alright. Next we have something else that's really awesome. We have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. By the way, this is actually the third crossover that the Turtles have done. One of 4 that actually has had sequels. Yes. I mean, there's one Batman where that had 3 books. This is not the second one. I'm trying to think. What was the other one? Because you have this one. You have Batman. And I think the other one is, if I remember correctly, I know that Godzilla. Yeah, they just recently did another one for Godzilla. I think that's it. Yeah, this is basically overall a sequel to it, and in the ending, I'll talk about that. But this book is so good. Yeah, written by Ryan Perry, which I thought that was interesting because this is the guy who wrote Go-Go Power Rangers. And I believe he also took over for the main Minor Power Rangers book. And Go Power Rangers, I think he wrote like every single issue of the book before it got canceled. You have him do the writing with Dan Moria on the artwork and the cover. So the book starts out with basically looks like Casey sparring with Karai on a rooftop. And then it looks like a portal opens up behind them. And then we cut to Angel Grove, where it looks like that we have, well, the turtle is still on the Earth with April O'Neil. Like, I love the whole interaction where apparently they go to New York. They go like back over to New York, and at one point in this book, it's kind of interesting. Of course, you have Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah, we're using designs from the Turtles run. So then Baxter Stockman is basically brought out of jail. And then we have this awesome page where we have looks like all the Turtles and all the Rangers teaming up. Yeah. 4 Turtles and 6 Rangers. 10. And you have Bebop say, take your pick, Godar. Rain Turtles. All I want is blood. Get me out of here, you imbeciles! Yep, and they fight. And then looks like Casey is okay for a bit. And then it's like, then he hits Donatello. And then he becomes this. Yeah, he's been brainwashed to join Rita Repulsa. Yep. Yeah, and here's how Rita Repulsa looks in this book. She does not have her her TV show design. She's got this look now. Not sure exactly why she has this look for, but she does. Yeah, as for why Casey joined with them, it's just baffling to me. Yeah, but the whole thing with this is that it's a reference to they do bring this up in the book. They do bring up Green with Power, the famous 5-parter from My Friend Season 1, which the thing with that one is according to Jason and Frank, I saw this interview, a panel he did online, that was his favorite story, that was his favorite episodes he worked on. He absolutely loved working on those. The other one he loved working on was the episode where he basically slapped a whole episode. But he also said business-wise, he liked working with his late brother. Then we have basically, it's like, then we have Morphin time. We have the whole thing with morphing. We'll back. It's really interesting to see. Looks like we see like Raphael as a Red Ranger. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, they all morph. You have everybody basically wears six colors. There's an Orange Ranger. Then Shredder comes in. Yeah, Shredder comes in like halfway through this miniseries. He comes in. It's like, it's crazy for calling General Try Express moment. Robot, get Zordon out of here. You two are with me. We have a fight to finish. Yeah, so he tells Alpha 5 this, and he's telling this to, yeah, this book is just pure fun. I would just recommend just checking the book out. The book is just so good. The ending sets up a sequel. I don't know if we're going to have a sequel, and I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, this is only 5 issues. Cool. Excuse me, yes. Oh, there is one I wanted that they did that where they had a crossover and there was a sequel to it, but there's only one. Yeah, where Batman's had 3 series. Godzilla is the second one right now. This one's already had a second one. The other one I can think of that's had another one was the first one they ever did. Ghostbusters! Yeah, they crossed over them twice. Heck, they even had Donatello show up in Ghostbusters 101, which is awesome. I love it. Yep. So yeah, that's particularly a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications, and do another segment. By the way, I give both books 10 out of 10. So next up, got like okay, that one's not ready yet. So basically, I'm gonna do one more physical book, and that may be it. Okay, but see you next video. Bye.